Hi Sagittarius, this is your June 2022 love reading. I am going to pull first the Romance Angels, then your Tarot. Spirit, how does Sagittarius feel about their person? How does Sagittarius feel about their person? For June 2022, how does Sagittarius feel about their person? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we have... give your relationship a chance in the reverse. We have a lot of reverse cards here. Release your ex is in the reverse. We've got let your friends help you in the upright. And we have free yourself in the reverse. So that's your energy surrounding your person. And then let's take a look at... let's see if I can pull this out a bit more so you can see. Can I have how Sagittarius's person feels about them? For June 2022, how does Sagittarius's person feel about them? You want that one? Yes. We have stay optimistic. Anything else, Spirit? How does Sagittarius's person feel about them? Thank you. We have you deserve love. Can I have one more just to even out the energy here? Thank you. And we have flirt. So we have flirt in reverse. Can I have the tarot of how does Sagittarius feel about their person? June 2022. Can you explain further in further detail, Spirit? Thank you. We've got the World card in reverse. Thank you. We've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Magician in the upright. And poof, we got the Lovers. I'm already getting your energy, Sagittarius. It's coming through quite strongly. Can I have how Sagittarius's person feels about them? It's interesting that there's more cards for you than there is your person. We have the Seven of Coins. How does Sagittarius's person feel about them? Thank you. Do you want these? Yes. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and we have the King of Wands in reverse. This is very intriguing energy, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at what's going on. So in your love life, the energy is quite apparent. What it feels like is here, Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on with Sagittarius? How do they feel about their person in June 2022? So what we have here is you shutting something down, or something has been shut down, your relationship more specifically. It feels here that one or both of you, how you feel about your person is that you don't want to work on the relationship. Yet the World card is in the reverse. So we have you stopping this kind of cycle where you know, can't live with them, can't live without them kind of a deal is what I'm hearing from the spirit world. So there's not an end of a cycle because you're kind of stuck in a pattern, it feels like, or you're stuck in some kind of situation in regards to your feelings. Here we have the release your ex in the reverse, and we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So you don't feel conflicted about releasing your ex or a past relationship. You're not in conflict about it. Spirit makes me feel there's more than one relationship here, and that you're not conflicted about it, right? It feels like you want to release this. which is very contradictory to kind of, Spirit, do you want to explain something to me here? Why is there contradictory energy for Sagittarius, where we have them not giving their relationship a chance, yet they are not beginning a new cycle? They don't want to begin a new cycle. Conscious mind and unconscious mind, Spirit just said. Can you give me one clarifier for the Five of Wands in reverse? Or 700. Let's see. Which way? Up. Wow, look at all these cards. We've got Temperance, we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. You want it in the upright, thank you. And we have Judgment, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you're trying to be strong here, Sagittarius, is how it feels like. It feels like you go in and out of the energy in regards to your person. It feels like there's more than one person on your mind here. But overall, it feels like the focus of your heart is... like one feels like completely done, it's over, and that's the end of that, right? And that energy is very clear and it's coming out. So that is a significant relationship here that that there is no return. They don't want to return to you, you don't want to return to them. But for some reason, it's stirring up some feelings about this current energy where this feels like a more recent relationship here. And what we have here is Temperance, right? So we have you waiting this situation out. So this has to do with a more recent relationship where it feels like you're trying to be strong. Sagittarius, what you're doing is you're showing them that you're showing them and the world that this doesn't bother you. Right? Temperance in the upright. You're showing them that you know you're cool, you're balanced, this is what you want, right? I feel like there's a lot of conflicting energy here in the Five of Wands in the reverse, even though it's in the reverse, right? Because it would make sense if it was in the upright, but it's in the reverse because you're putting on a show for your, you know, because what we have here next is a Ten of Wands, right? This is really bothering you. This is such a heavy burden for you. And trying to act cool, calm and collective, trying to act as if you don't want the relationship. I feel a part of you is fooling yourself in that you really want to just lay it to rest and you can't. Right? I feel like you can't lay it to rest, right? It feels like normally when you come to the end of something in regards to a relationship, you're done, you move on and you're good. Not with this situation, you're not good. You're carrying a very, very heavy burden. You feel extremely vulnerable. It's affecting your self-esteem. It's affecting your self-worth. This person really understands you and knows you and gets you. And I don't feel, damn, the energy here. Thank you for confirming, Spirit. So it feels like they really get you. They get the good, bad, and the ugly. They don't judge you. And, you know, there's a part of you that is hurting very, very deep inside because you've lost this person. Spirit just made me feel like for some of you, the burden is on you. And that's part of the Ten of Wands energy. In that this has come to an end because of you, something that you did. And here here we have the Judgment, right? So being judged for your actions. So this has come to, you know, it feels like, and here we have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others, and we have the Magician. So what it feels like, Sagittarius, is that some friends or somebody close to you, you may be talking to them about this situation and they're kind of holding a mirror up and basically saying, you know, listen, this is not them, this is you, right? So it feels like the way that you're rationalizing it is that it might be them, but really I feel like you got some good friends or some support around you where they're like, you need to take a look at what's happening here and understand your part in it. It feels like you've got really strong people around you, and people that understand you and know you, and Spirit makes me feel here that they love you, and there's a lot of wisdom around you. So they're trying to be compassionate and empathetic with you, but at the same time, they love you and care about you and know how much this person means to you. They know you, right? So they can see a shift in your energy with this person in your life. And here we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And so it feels like, again, I want to go with the friendship. It feels like here friends are telling you, listen, if you don't cut it out, you're going to die alone. And you got to stop screwing around here. You got to stop sabotaging what is happening in your life. And you deserve love, right? Is what Spirit just told me here. You deserve love. And so, and you may be fearful and avoidant of it. Here in How Do You Feel About Your Person, we have Free Yourself in the reverse, and we have Lovers. You don't want to be free of this person. You're hoping that they don't let you go. You don't want them to, they're different, they're special. There's nobody else like them. You want nothing more than to have a fresh beginning with them. You want to sweep them off their feet. You want to show them off. You want to... It feels like there's a lot of pain and sorrow in your energy, Sagittarius, because there's a part of you, kind of like the romantic, that exists where you have been able to do that much more easier many moons ago, many years ago, for those of you that are older Sagittarians. And so before you could throw yourself in it and sweep them up off their feet, but it's kind of like you imagine it, you daydream about it, you can see it in your mind and in your heart, but what it feels like here is that you haven't done it with this person. Or if you have, not to... For some of you, you have, but most of you, it feels like it is an act. Spirit, tell me more. What's going on with the Lovers? Some of you are acting with your person, meaning that you may be leading them on, right? So that may have happened in this situation where you're not ready for a relationship yet. You're telling them that you want it, and this is how you've sabotaged the relationship in some way, because you're not being true and you're making them feel one thing and really you don't feel that at all. So that's for some of you. That kind of sucks. So I don't know why you do that, Sagittarius, but I think that's just for a few of you. Spirit, tell me what's going on for Sagittarius's person then. So Sagittarius, if you could take all of this, right, then this is your reading. If you can only take one bit or two bits here and there, this is not your reading, right? So let's talk about for those of you that could take all of this reading. How does your person feel about you? This person right here, not the long ago ex that doesn't want you and you don't want them. This is the most recent one right here. It shows here that they're very optimistic about their love life. It shows that they're thinking quite positively about you. This is interesting. So you think, Spirit makes me feel like you are perceiving the situation one way, but truly what's going on with your person is that they worship you. They love you more than you realize. They are in faith that the emotions that they have for you is incredible and real, and they can't really let that go. And so there's a loyalty in their energy for you. They want they want the situation to transform. They are doing everything in their power to give you the space that you need, so you can. So this situation, almost, it feels like it's kind of like it feels like kind of miracles for them. It feels like, you know, they want a miracle. They want some kind of divine intervention here in the Seven of Coins. Here in You Deserve Love, this is where their conflict comes in, because they're like, this is BS, right? I deserve love, and this is kind of rough. And, you know, and they're kind of being quite rational, because we've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So this is the abandonment in their energy. And it feels like, because they feel abandoned, initially they felt quite abandoned by you. There's some rationalization going on, or internal conflict, where they're basically stating to themselves, you know, they deserve love, and they know that how they feel about you, and but the situation has made them feel quite rejected, right? So we've got rejection and abandonment in their energy. And so they're basically, that one part of them says they deserve love, and they want to move on, and they wish it wasn't you, and they just want to leave you behind, because of this feeling of rejection and abandonment. But then on the other side, what it feels like here is that your person feels like you deserve love, and because they do love you, there's patience there. They want to, you know, there's another part of them that says, you know, every river runs wild. Every river, you can't tame it. You can't make it do what you want it to do. And there are moments where it is rough water and it is difficult, and you just have to hang on for dear life. So there's a part of them that is hope, and again, the hoping, wishing, and dreaming that there is some kind of divine intervention that allows the both of you to come back together. But let me tell you something, Sagittarius, they're not playing with you. So it looks like if they do come back to you, or you two do come back together, they're going to put you through your paces. They are very upset about the rejection and the abandonment. So we have flirt in the reverse. So where they were so free of their energy and loving energy, and really light-hearted with you and flirtatious with you, that's put them in quite a vulnerable situation, and they're not in the mood. They're not in the mood to flirt with you. So if you get back with them, or you want them back, don't expect things to be the same. It feels like they're going to put you through your paces, because they need to, with the rejection and abandonment present, that energy present, what it feels like is, you know, the miracle is like a domino effect. They don't need it just to heal the relationship, but they need it so they can get back to trusting you, and being able to continue to build a relationship with you. So what it feels like for them is that if you two do get back together, and I need to do some mutual energy here. And I feel a lot of love suddenly coming from their side. So this person, so where I have some of you are acting, some of you have led your person on, you really need to do some soul searching before you bring this person back. Because if that's what you've been doing, then you need to cut them loose. For others of you where you truly want to just sweep them off their feet, and they're the love of your life, and you're just kind of you don't want to free them, you want them back, you're going to have a fight on your hands. They're not willing and open like they were before. So the Spirit makes me feel here that they've given, there's been more than one opportunity. So it feels like there's been more than one breakup here with the both of you. And so they're not flirting with you here, the King of Wands, their passion, it's not there. They're and it doesn't even feel like they're holding it in. They're, wow. It makes me feel like, you know what, show me the money. I don't, you know, actions speak louder than words. And so they're not playing. There's this energy that I can feel from their side, which is, I'm not putting up with this. And you come back to me, right? Or you don't come back at all. So that is very, very, very strong in their energy. Spirit, what's the possible outcome if they come back together? Sagittarius and their person. What's the actual outcome if they come back together? And who has to do the reaching out? That was quick. We got the Devil in reverse. Mutual energy. If you get back together, things are going to have to be different. Any temptation, any behavior that is inappropriate in this relationship will have to be diminished, completely eradicated. The Devil in reverse. Tell me more, Spirit. We've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So there will be forgiveness. And we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. But this love is not going to flow. It's not going to flow immediately. Will it flow ever, Spirit? I mean, is it even worth it for them? Spirit says you're both on guard with each other. Oh, look at that. Bloody hell. Six of Wands. Victory. So yes, it will flow. It will flow, but you know, when you know, you're either doing one or two things in a relationship, Sagittarius. You're tearing it down or you're building it up. And just because you say something, this Lovers card is really very profound, because even though you go through the motions with somebody, if behind their back behind the scenes you're doing something else, then you're not building the relationship, right? Anytime you're sending a mixed message, you're tearing down the roots of the relationship. It's toxic. And so things have got to change. Temptation has got to be removed. Any kind of negative behaviors that's going to affect this relationship, it will have to be eradicated. It does feel like here in the Nine of Wands that it's going to be, there is going to be forgiveness. It does feel like that. It does feel like the defenses will go down. And it does feel like it will take time for love to come back into the relationship. But love is there. It's just that you're not sharing it with each other. I mean, what the hell kind of reading is this? And then we have the Six of Wands, where there is, ultimately, if you come back together again, there is victory. So who has to make the first move, Spirit? Drop the card with, should it be Sagittarius or their person? Who has to make the first move? Drop the card to the side of the person that has to make the first move. I don't feel like it's them. I feel like it's you. Ow. Oh, it's it drops on their side. We have the Justice. So it feels like they need to make the move, but they don't want to, because we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. They don't want to communicate with you. They're quite hurt by whatever this is. They're quite hurt by whatever has happened. There's a lot of need for communication. There's a lot, you know, anything, Sagittarius, anything can heal when you start with the truth. Anything. And if you do it in you know, this is being overdone right now, but in loving kindness, it really is the key to just, you know, day by day, step by step, and we're all accountable, right? So when we do something behind someone's back and we're not being authentic, and we know that it can be ultimately destructive to the relationship, right? Because if you wouldn't do it in front of them, if you wouldn't do it with them standing there, guess what? It doesn't belong in the relationship, does it? Right? So it feels like your person needs to make the first move with you, but they're not going to. So it's up to you what you decide that you're going to do. It does feel like your friends are right. It really does feel like you're going to be reaching out for support as you navigate this. And this does feel like the month of June. This feels like this is drama going on here. And this is not an easily resolved situation. But the fact of the way that the cards came out for the mutual energy, and this is what you got to take away from this. I do feel here that there is a future for the both of you, because we've got you not wanting to give them up. Unconsciously, we've got you've got your conscious and unconscious mind fighting each other. Consciously, in your intellect, you're like, no, I'm done, right? Washing my hands off it. You know, the battle between the heart and the head. You know, Sadhguru says the longest journey you'll ever take in your life is a journey from your head to your heart. And that's what you're going through. You're in your head right now, and in your heart, you're not letting them go. This person is not in their head in the same way that you are, but they are in their head. In that what I see kind of coming from, emanating from them is how much they want this with you, but they know at this point that it just takes a lot. It's going to take a miracle. But you know what? Your person believes in miracles. So, Sagittarius, that was an extraordinary reading. I kind of don't know if it makes sense to you or not, but I hope it helps. And check out your other readings coming up in the drop down menu for June, because there's money, career and finance, and then there's a general reading. You take care, Sagittarius. I hope it goes the way that it's supposed to ultimately for the both of you. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon.